What'd you say to me? Don't you walk away from me like that. It's Wednesday. We went to Eggs Up Grill, and we almost stayed long enough for them to kick us out. It was close. Not quite, but close. Dan was here.
Hi.
And Mal was here.
Yeah.
Michael was here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Michael brought his friend Courtney, so Courtney's here. And Roland's here. Roland's always here. He tries. Also, it's cold. Look at Mal be cold.
I'm not cold.
She doesn't want to admit these problems because she's a former Wisconsinite. But in truth, it's a real problem that almost all former Wisconsinites have. Is Lindsay dealing with it pretty good, Dan? Or is she starting to like slowly complain about the cold?
I've only been talking to her.
Okay, so she's still holding up pretty well. She's also returning back to Wisconsin for like a month at a time, so she'll probably, yeah, she's gonna hold on to it longer than everyone else. All right.
Well, bye.
He's a sweet boy. Yeah. He's a good boy.
So I'm super excited because something I ordered a few days ago finally arrived today, and that is this. A nondescript white box. And I'd show you what was in them, but before I do that, I should probably explain something else, and then the things in that box will make a lot more sense. This is the Audio-Technica BPHS1 headset. This is the primary headset that Mal and I have been using on Stephen Plays for, at this point, maybe almost 2 years. We used to use the AT2020, and I still recommend that microphone. It's a great mic, especially for the price. But there's something that's really nice about having a headset where your mic is the same proximity to your mouth all the time. It allows you to move your head around, which doesn't seem like such a big deal, but if you're going to be playing video games for a while and, you know, recording them or doing audio recordings or whatever, this is really, really nice as opposed to, you know, the AT2020, which is stationary and you have to make sure that you stay in the exact same spot. It can also hurt your neck after a while. So we've adjusted to using these. I really like these. The only problem, if you will, is that the earpads that come with it are, well, honestly, I think they're fine. But some people don't enjoy them all that much. Case in point, Mallory. Mallory has always been very sensitive to different headphones. She has a really hard time finding headphones that are comfortable. And when we first got the BPHS ones, she enjoyed the fact that we had headsets again instead of using, stand mics. But her issue was that she didn't feel like they were very comfortable. So I decided I would look for replacement earpads, and I found some. There's a company called Brainwaves, and they sell their stuff on Amazon, that makes replacement, earpads for different headphones, BPHS one included. And we decided to order them, and Mal loves them. She's had them now since basically when we got the headset, and she's really enjoyed them. Anytime you see her with her headset, which actually right now is one of those times, she's over there, I don't know, practicing kanji or something. But you can actually see that the thickness on her earphones is a little different than the one on these. These are a little bit thinner, and they're actually made out of a slightly different material. Mal's are much thicker and, kind of plush. Now, to be honest, I've never had a problem with these. I've been using these for about 2 years, and they've always been fine. The only issue is that I use them a little more frequently than Mallory does because I record more stuff than, us together. And I think over time, I've kind of wore these things down a little bit. And now they're starting to become a little uncomfortable. So I decided to order my own replacement earpads, and that is what's coming today as it falls off the speaker. So open this up and pull these out, and these are the replacement earpads. And one of the big differences between the earpads that I ordered and the ones that we got Mal a long time ago is I actually got a completely different material. These are velour, so they're soft. It's like a soft fabric. Mal's is kind of like a pleather material. And between the two, I felt like I would enjoy this a little bit more, so I opted for these. So all we got to do now is pop these other ones off. They come off, they just pull off, and then we'll replace them with the probably infinitely more comfortable ones. So here's a headset with the Earpads off. I guess this would be objectively less comfortable than having any Earpads at all. And now we'll just slide these on and we'll be good to go. So I won't lie to you, getting these things on is a little difficult. It has nothing to do with brainwaves, it's just replacing Earpads in general. There's a very small groove that the back flap of the Earpad has to fit into. And it's a little frustrating to get it to go on the entire thing. But all in all, it probably only took me about 3 minutes to get them on. It's just, it can be a little frustrating. But you can see the distance, like the thickness of these is double. In fact, if I grab them like this and I grab the previous Earpad, you can actually see it's you know, just kind of a sliver in comparison. So yeah, it's going to make a big difference. Oh man. This is really, really nice. Holy crap. Like, I can't...
Much nicer? It's
much nicer. Like, it has about... So, in my opinion, it has about the same thickness. Like, it's getting my, you know, the output, the headphone part itself, away from my ears about as far as it did for mouse. So, it's about the same thickness. It's a different material, again. This is velour instead of the pleather. I prefer this. I prefer this feeling to the pleather. That being said, there is an instant downside that I saw shortly after I had gotten them open. We have cats. We have so many cats here. 2 cats. And the one problem with the velour being fabric is that you're going to see cat hair get stuck in there. It's not a big deal. Previous headsets we've used, even before the AT2020s, were also velour, so I would just take a second and pull the cat hair out. But that's something the mouth doesn't have to deal with because it's not fabric, it's pleather, so, you know, cat hair can't get stuck in the little grooves or anything. But yeah, this is great. Holy crap. Man, I should have done this sooner, but again, I don't really feel like I needed to. Like, it's just that over time, these got, you know, a little worn down because I use them so much. But now they're kind of disgusting, to be to be honest. They're a little, like, probably slimy just from like sweat and oil that's built up on my, you know, around my ears. So I'm gonna toss those. Don't need those anymore now. I've got something nice. And you know, the cool thing is, if you wanted to, you could replace these again. Like if you use these for a few years and you're like, all right, I want to try a different kind, or I just want, you know, maybe these get a little gross after a while and you want to get new ones. It's a lot cheaper to replace these than obviously replace the entire headset. So cool. I'm happy. I'm very excited. Next time I record, it should be a million times more comfortable. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in the actual Earpads replacements that we use, I'll put them in the description. Again, the company is Brainwaves, and you have to do probably a little searching around to see if it's compatible with your particular headset, but they make replacement Earpads for a wide variety of different things. If I understand correctly, the BPHS-1, I think it's the same form factor. It might be the exact same model as the Audio-Technica M50s, the headphones, just with a microphone attached. So I believe if you use an M50, which is a very popular headphone, that these replacements would work for that as well. It really is night and day. Like, even if you weren't waiting, you know, almost 2 years to replace these things, you're still going to notice a huge difference, like right out of the gate. It really is like heaven for your head. So maybe I shouldn't have waited so long to do this, but I'm glad I finally did, because they are wildly more comfortable. Anyway, if you've ever used either Brainwaves or done Earpad replacement, talk about it in the comments below. And again, if you're interested in those Earpads or the BPHS-1, I'll put a link for that too in the description. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?